6:17 p.m. Tuesday, September 18th, 2018. Episode number 676 of UhhYeahDude. My name
2018, you say, huh?
Is that right?
Wow.
Am I right though?
Who'd have thunk it though?
Because I kind of still have to say it to myself every time. Episode number 676 of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Hello, Jonathan. It says, UhhYeahDude, America through the eyes of two Americans.
2018 has never
almost
rolled
over.
off the tongue for me,
Jonathan,
all that easily.
got like
I have to say.
3 months left, so just
might
as well just start
keep
saying
fucking up.
21-9.
21-9.
21-9? No, 21-9.
21-9.
America through the eyes of two Americans. This is episode 676 of our podcast, UhhYeahDude. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everybody that watched episodes 674 and 670. Am I supposed to do that?
Probably not. It's like what we're not supposed to do. It's like amateur hour.
Gotta break that wall, though.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you to everyone that watched. Thank you to everyone that pledged and re-upped your pledge and increased your pledge. Thank you for all the feedback.
Go to Patreon, and if you
want to watch
pledge,
watch these bad boys go down.
Well, yeah. For me, I just listen to them because that's my. I always have and I always will. So you gave them to me.
Don't give anyone else ideas like that.
Oh shit, that's right. But I know I didn't. Did I say it because I didn't?
Don't.
Because when I say I did, I didn't.
No, but I think it's obviously just to make a note that it's very important to us that they still feel like
for me,
the show that we've done and that they're still audio, that they're still the audio version is still
the atmosphere is still
as listenable as possible,
ripe
as
and
palpable,
right.
as drinkable, drinkability.
What's the mouthfeel on that podcast?
But thank you to everybody.
I was watching on the Travel Channel. There was a warning on Friday night. What you are about to see is a live ghost hunt. Paranormal behavior is unpredictable, dangerous, and sometimes terrifying. Do not watch if you are smart. Afraid. My bad. My bad. Do not watch if you are afraid. This was the ultimate paranormal experience haunted live with the Tennessee Wraith Chasers. The Wraith Chasers told me I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Well, what? This is about Christians?
Oh, they love to. Before they go into this, they gather around and they're like Corinthians and like they're bringing it. Hashtag FistBumpToTheBigMan. Because
Big Man Shaq?
Wait a minute.
Shaq Diesel?
Cedric the Entertainer.
Oh, my bad.
They pour some up for Bernie Mac, and then they're like, "Are we
Let's
ready?
do this for Cedric.
Bernie, we're going in." So, yeah.
But a hunt meaning that at the end they kill it and skin it alive?
Make love to it. Marry it. Love it. They went to Octagon Hall in Franklin, Kentucky. Now, you can report anything unusual that you see or hear that I could when I was on Facebook. So what I did is I pulled up Facebook.
Logged into my
Facebook account.
And then
I watched because I was part of this live ghost hunt.
So like on Live PD, like they just threw drugs out the window.
I see it. You didn't catch it because the Wraith Chasers, you were too busy praying, but there's an apparition. It's gone.
Oh, you missed it.
You missed it. Ouija board just shot boom, out the window.
Went through that wall, came out,
you didn't
went out
see
the
that?
other.
No, you guys were all huddled around
up.
like praying. Praying to Bernie Mac, Cedric the Entertainer, and Shaquille O'Neal. So yeah, during the investigation in real time, you can keep tabs on what's lurking around every corner via an on-location live video feed.
We're gonna have to do that.
Now
we gotta step our game up.
If
you see anything odd or unusual happen, just let us know on Facebook Live.
If there's any wraiths, apparitions around me,
any omnis.
This is going to be the ultimate paranormal experience. It's like nothing that's ever been done before in this field and on this level. We have such a loyal and passionate fan base. With their eyes and ears added to each investigation, there's no telling what we'll uncover. Board the Wraith train, strap in tight, and enjoy the ride. I think with all those extra eyes peering around the paranormal realm and terrain, I think we'll have an upper hand on those spirits and they'll have no place to hide. I think so too. You guys are
This is on TV and on Facebook?
This is on the Travel Channel. Then it's Haunted Friday nights. You go Haunted Live because it's extra set of eyes. Where are they going to run and hide?
So it's on live on Travel Channel, but you're also chiming
part
in.
of the investigation.
You're in on it.
Jonathan, where are they going to hide with all these eyes?
All these junior wraith chasers. All these junior deputy wraith chasers.
Yeah, trying to get their badges.
I'm earning my fucking
Except everybody is like watching
stripes.
at home and they're all praying and like, is anyone actually watching? Are we just praying? Or are we watching? So you really got to like, I pray before it starts.
Right, you get all your prayer.
I get my prayer done
from
in the day,
6:30 to
and then
7.
when it gets dark, I'm ready to wraith chase. Put on my wraith chase glasses.
The chaser suit.
Put on my. So that's people, and they're doing it. And every week they're going to go to the most haunted places, and I guess they'll stand around and I don't know, like
chase them, hunt
say
them,
boo, like and
hunt them down.
So that's what we're dealing with.
Something I haven't even thought of in a long time, but American Idol held their regional auditions at the Charleston Civic Center in Charleston, West Virginia this week for singers hoping to get a golden ticket to Hollywood.
Yep.
Over 3,500 people auditioned. Is that a lot or a little?
Seems like
low?
So many.
Oh, it seems like so many because it's only there. So that's like everywhere. There's 5,000 people showing.
Anyone that's ever like sang on their front porch, like in West Virginia, or you know, like some old like Uncle Jug band, like folk, you know. So it's a lot of those little shits. What's that little Yodel Bitch Boy? Like millions of those. Like I want to be the new Yodel Bitch Boy. So there's like 1,000 of them. And then like 1,000 teenage girls that are like, you got a voice like Dolly Parton. Like you don't.
Or Christina Aguilera or Dolly Parton, basically.
No, just basically, like you don't understand. This is an old folk song that we sang on the... Nope. So those auditions...
Yeah, maybe...
You got 3,500 people in like Broadway. There's only going to be like 100... Yeah. This is an old spiritual passed down. Why? So that was a long day, long weekend. At the Civic Center of noopes. You can pretty much just walk the line. Nope,
it's a no for me, dog.
Nope. Nope. Can cut that out right off the bat.
It's a no for me, dog.
That's going to be a no for me, dog.
If you know what I mean.
You catch my drift. Right? You catch my drift, right? I'm going to have to stop you before you go, Yodel Boy.
Yodel Boy number 8.
Yodel Boy 300. I'll sing this song at Walmart with my Grammy. Yeah, we already got that. We got you.
We got you.
We got you. You've been on Ellen. We got you. We got you, dog. Coachella to Bonnaroo and back. We got you.
You're good.
You're good. Yeah, I would think that would be a tough afternoon for...
I don't know, man.
People that... it's a diamond in the rough. There's always one.
Yeah.
You know, there's always going to be one girl that comes out all shy and says like, you know, my grandmother taught me the song, and then she's gonna, you know,
before she went through the windshield of our van,
before my grandpappy's van, but
and kills it.
3,500 people. That's
a no. It's a long day.
That's a long weekend.
Yeah,
at the Civic Center.
It's a lot of no for me, dogs.
A lot of no for me, dogs.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta cover. You gotta give everyone a
Jonathan.
Yeah,
and they're
equal
voices,
opportunity.
They come from everywhere.
Everywhere. You never know.
They come out of the swamp. You don't know. Hey, yeah. You know,
here I come.
Here I come. You don't think I can sing? And then a voice of an angel. That's what makes these shows tick.
Yeah.
Oh, this swamp guy can't sing.
There's no way this swamp man can sing.
And then before you know it, tears.
70 miles south of Cleveland, in Bolivar, Ohio.
Okay.
Authorities in Bolivar say a grocery store employee has been charged with a felony. The felony is theft of deli ham over the past several years that she helped herself to. The Tuscarawas County Sheriff's Deputy Brian Hale said that over the 8 years that she's been employed by the regional grocery store chain, Giant Eagle. She was charged with stealing food estimated by the store to be worth $9,200.
It's a felony.
It's only a felony if you do it all at once.
It's not a felony if
What
you do
about
it over time.
Well, the statute of limitations has got to be on that. Has got to be
On
what?
deli meats, it's anything.
Should be
5
2 weeks
it's
until
5
it's
years.
rotten.
5 years.
Well, 5 years. This is over 8 years.
It's
So
10 years.
shave off the.
It's 10 years. Even if you shave that off.
No pun intended. Shaving
Do
because that's
that.
what she was doing. Shaving
I mean,
too
a
many
little
slices.
fucking piece here,
Seth,
a
this
piece
is
there.
absurd. Listen to this. The store's loss prevention manager
Well, there was a tip.
received a fucking tip
Yeah.
that the employee had been eating 3 to 5 slices
I don't know.
of ham nearly every day over the past 8 years.
Just going to work, grabbing a bite, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
Didn't know that wasn't
Oh, I didn't
allowed.
know.
No, I'm honestly saying, how can you put someone...
You can't put ham in front of a person. Put him at work.
Isn't that part of the job? You've got to cut it for people. You got
to taste it first. You don't
got
want
to
to
know
put a
what
product
you're
out there.
slanging.
Yeah. You don't want people
You
getting
got to
sick.
cut people samples of it.
Yeah.
You got to eat a little bit yourself.
I mean, a piece fell here and a piece fell here. 5 pieces fell every time I worked.
5 to 8.
5 to 8 fell.
3 to 5.
3 to 5. Sometimes
3
8,
to 5
sometimes 1.
slices of ham nearly every day over 8 years.
Some made 'em
Authorities
home.
say she also sometimes ate salami.
Yeah. I bet.
She's admitted to eating the meats.
She admitted to eating the meats. I have to admit, I ate the meats.
There is absolutely
You are like furious about her, even that they even think about.
that they would even charge her
It's tough to get it
a felony.
cumulatively.
This
It's
isn't
tough.
Seth.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's not a felony.
Okay.
That's on average. Okay, let's just put this in perspective, if there is any.
Put some perspective on this fucking.
$9,200. So that's roughly what, $1,300 a year in ham.
That's a lot of ham, dog.
But when it seems like a lot of ham. But then when you break it down to 3 to 5 slices a day, it
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
seem like that
But if
much.
you can break anything down like that over time.
I am telling you, the number that they have come up with
You think it's bogus?
is arbitrary and
False.
and
And
grossly exaggerated,
inaccurate,
and false. And now
inflammatory.
this person is facing what should be a petty theft
20 years in
charge, and they're facing a felony.
prison time.
This isn't.
What are you in for? Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I'm an 8-year employee, so for 8 years, the only thing you can fault this person with is this as well, which means that there was no other.
weakness for ham. Insatiable weakness for that sweet, sweet, salty ham.
This isn't
Is this boar's head? Because if it's boar's head, then I can understand.
How have they not just said, "Listen, we're letting you go. You got to start a Kickstarter and fucking a GoFundMe for this. You've got to reimburse us." Dude, $9,000 in ham is like, I think that's like a lot. I think that's more than I can't think that 3 to 5 slices
Thick
a
slices,
day.
thick cut.
Oh, they're thick.
That's her game.
Oh, it's
Everyone
thick.
knew to go when
So I
she
was thinking
working.
it's like kind of
No.
prosciutto-y.
It's not like fucking Paul Sorvino like doing garlic in Goodfellas. She goes like
Deep.
thick cut. Everyone knows to go when she's working. She does the thickest cuts of ham.
Because she's pocketing them
There's
herself.
salami in your pocket?
It ain't right.
What are you gonna do?
It's not right.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna pay for her. We're gonna compensate the
We're gonna
store
get-
to
we're
drop
gonna
the
get-
charges.
It's gonna be
We're gonna play at her fundraiser.
doing a show for her. It's a collab with Boar's Head.
Drake, Boar's Head, and
Can't
Dude.
believe MGK, right? It's in Ohio. MGK, Dude, and Boar's Head present. It's funny because we put our hats together, our Saints and Cowboys hats, to kick off the NFL season. We were real low, but it just takes
So
it just
high.
one bag. Now we're so high.
I woke up to congratulatory messages.
Oh, of course, because
I
you're
slept in on Sunday.
Yeah, I missed that, but
A little early.
when you woke up. Yeah, at 10 a.m.
Woo.
You're still
I'm still getting my feet wet here.
Yeah, figuring out when they play. Oh, so it's 10 a.m. in Hollywood. Yeah, it has been for 41 odd years. Okay. So now we're back on top.
Yeah, we got
both 1-1.
Matching records.
You want to talk
identical
about
records.
What I'm going to give you this story. I'm going to tell you who was being, because I don't know about her. I'm still. That's a lot of theft. You know how I am about that. Now,
You don't like theft.
What about David?
Food theft, though?
Well, it's not like this isn't
Sustenance.
Well, for her. I mean, if it was for her baby, if she was bringing the ham home for her baby, then I could get behind it. But if it's just her lust, her fucking insatiable appetite for ham,
I think she should have to my thing is that she shouldn't be facing a fucking felony charge. That shouldn't
prison time. Hardcore
that's
prison
crazy.
Time. It's a felony.
It isn't.
Got to watch yourself. What about your friend, David Onyemata, who was a defensive end for the New Orleans Saints? He's a native of Lagos, Nigeria. He played college football at the University of Manitoba in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. He's the first player ever selected from the University of Manitoba to ever be selected to play in the NFL. He was also drafted by the Saskatchewan Roughriders in Regina, Saskatchewan, but he chose to play for the Saints. So I think it was, do you want to live in Regina, Saskatchewan, or do you want to live in New Orleans, Louisiana?
Play for $800 a month.
Do you want to play do you want to play for ibuprofen or but that's the thing. So he's on a rookie contract. So it's only his third season. So he's just making a base salary of $630,000 for the whole season. So he makes $39,375 per game. That's tough, right?
Is it?
Well, I don't know, to sacrifice your body.
He's a
and
kicker.
Your mind. No, he's defensive end.
Oh, he's a defensive end. Sorry.
So you are it's hazard pay. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's you're doing something that not many people can do. You'd think you'd like to make a little bit more.
Well,
than that.
I would certainly think after 3 years, how are you still on a rookie contract?
If it's for 4 years, so he's still on his rookie contract. So you really got to prove yourself and try to get to that next contract. That's where they get you.
How
in the
much?
NFL.
Honest
Most
to God,
players don't make it to the next contract.
Honest to God, how much money do you think he would have made playing for the Saskatchewan Wraith Hunters or whatever they're called? What are they called?
Wraith Riders. I think they maybe
make
rent you a
200
Ford
grand?
Taurus.
Get a
they
Taurus?
lease you a Taurus for the season. Put you up maybe
American import car.
Yeah, they get you a Taurus and put you up
Mercury
in
Sable and a fucking Oakwoods apartment.
This is a 2002 Sable. You're staying at the Oakwoods.
Congratulations. Welcome to the big game.
That ibuprofen.
Welcome to the big boys.
$30 for the ibuprofen.
Okay, so
because I don't want to, for everyone that doesn't follow football at all, I'm sorry that we don't want to bug you talking about football, but just a quick, in football, you used to be able to tackle the quarterback, but they stopped that rule this year. So because of arrogant Rodgers, basically you're not allowed to in any way
touch the
there was a player that called Aaron Rodgers arrogant Rodgers, and they heard him and they threw a flag up and they stopped the game and awarded the team 15 yards because they said that could hurt his feelings, because you're not allowed at all. And I don't want to be like a get off my lawn, but you're not allowed in any way, shape, or form to touch a quarterback anymore at any point in time.
So
he had 2 roughing the passer calls in his game, and both were penalties.
how much does he have to pay?
Well,
for that?
they were $20,054 for each.
So he
it's
lost
$40,108. So he paid $733 to play in the game.
See, now that makes a little bit more sense.
Okay. So he's down here.
I mean,
not playing in Regina, but he's down in New Orleans, loving the Big Easy.
But let me ask you that: how is that fair that there is not a sliding scale to penalty fees based off of the salary of the player?
So there is something in the collective bargaining agreement that there is some idea that you cannot be. If you make a certain amount of money, you can't be. He's appealing it, but right now. He wrote a check for $733.
Well, he's already paid it, but
Put
he's
me in,
appealing
coach.
it.
Put me in. Here's my check. What's this for? It's to play. Here's $733. I'm going to go bash my head around.
I'm gonna go get brain damage.
I'm going to get brain damage. I'm going to go gently touch the quarterback on the other team.
Then pay 20 grand.
And then pay 20 grand for it. For like giving him a light massage on his shoulder. Hey, football. Because of Aaron Rodgers. All because of him. Because he got hurt last year.
I can't do this. USA Today Snapshots. 34% of parents.
Somebody yelled, "How's Olivia Munn?" Whistle, threw the flag up. Can't do that to him. 15-yard penalty. Okay. Next play. Packers about to snap the ball. Somebody said, "How's your family? They hate you." Blew the whistle, threw the flag up. Another 15 yards. This is an odd game I got into 45 fucking years ago. It's really changed a lot. As the Packers march down the field, each insult, 15 more yards. Go on. Sorry. And the Packers snap the ball. No, discount double check. Don't say that to me. My feelings are hurt. Flag, 15 yards. Automatic 7 points. Arrogant Rodgers. Upsetting the quarterback. Roughing the quarterback? No. Upsetting the quarterback's feelings. 2018 NFL. Hurting feelings. $50,000 fucking fine. Sorry.
It seems like I got into it the right year.
Oh, yeah.
Just got right in on...
I don't want to get too deep in. It's quite odd, too, because this is a year where my defensive line has come alive. They've given themselves a name, the Hot Boys, which I stand right behind. And if your defense has a name, you're taking it to the next level. So finally the year that I put it all together and my defense gets a name, the Hot Boys. Yes. That's the year that, like, all of you guys that you do really good at your job, you're not allowed to do that anymore, Hot Boys.
Yeah. Well.
Makes sense.
It seems...
Oh, the Hot Boys? On the Cowboys? Oh, not this year. New rules. Ice cold. Ice them down. Hot Boys too hot.
Ice Boys.
Fuck. Sorry.
It's
Get
okay.
back to everybody.
It's all right. I'm just a little worried that if this is where we're at in game 2...
Oh my God!
I don't know if we're on like a.
Oh my God!
USA Today Snapshots. 34% of parents say that finding healthy options for their child will actually healthy options that their child will actually eat is the most stressful part of packing a school lunch.
Finding something that they'll eat.
No, finding something that's healthy.
That
they'll eat.
Healthy. I'm going to put this in there.
And they're going to eat it.
They
as
ain't gonna
opposed
eat it.
to like...
They ain't going to eat it. They threw that shit away, right? Can't trade it.
My mom, I think, used to do her best.
We had less shit back in the day. Like, people still ate food.
Well, there wasn't
back
so
then.
much
like there wasn't so many
processed,
delicious,
prepackaged, crazy things that you're like, I can't believe you're not putting that in my.
Yeah.
You're giving me like a disgusting sandwich,
What
and
is
like
this,
kids are
carrots?
eating like sushi,
Like cotton candy.
and like cotton
Yeah.
candy. Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck? There's cotton candy in this lunchbox, right? No.
What are those called? Gushers.
Here, I
just
packed you lunch. It's Fluffernutter, Gushers, cotton candy, Pixie Sticks, and a 64-ounce Coca-Cola Classic. I love you, baby. Mm-hmm. Have
good
fun
day.
at school. Sell that at school for like $40.
Don't crash.
Yeah. Around 1. Don't crash, baby. Keep learning.
You have to go to fucking urgent care.
Here we go. So we got Hot Cheetos, Takis, Nerds. Got a big gulp.
2 hot dogs.
4 nitrate-filled hot dogs. King's Hawaiian rolls.
You're gonna be late for the bus.
You're gonna be late, honey. Love you. Learning. It's impossible,
King's
though.
Hawaiian rolls. The best. The absolute best.
I love you. Learn.
Go learn. Eat that up.
Eat it up.
And go learn.
Hate carrots. Love you. You gotta flavor the carrots.
This shit. The Ig Nobel Prize. The Ig Nobel Prize. I don't even know how to properly say that. Ig Nobel Prize is a parody of the Nobel Prize, awarded every autumn to celebrate 10 unusual or trivial achievements in scientific research. Since 1991, the Ig Nobel Prizes have been awarded to, quote, honor achievements that first make people laugh and then make them think.
It's kind of like UhhYeahDude. We're nominated, I think.
Yeah.
In the podcast category.
The name of the award, the Ig Nobel Prize, is a pun on the word ignoble, which means to, quote, characterize, characterized by baseness, lowness, or meanness, and is satirical social criticism that identifies absurd research, although on occasion yielding useful knowledge. Organized by the scientific humor magazine, The Annals of Improbable Research. This is like the worst crew of all time. The Ig Nobel Prizes are presented by Nobel laureates in a ceremony at the Sanders Theater at Harvard University and are followed by the winners' public lectures at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. The winners, who as usual journeyed to Massachusetts at their own expense, received a cash prize of 10 trillion virtually worthless Zimbabwean dollars.
Racist.
Each was given 60 seconds to deliver an acceptance speech before an 8-year-old girl complained on stage, "Please stop, I'm bored." This is like the shittiest life. God damn it. Can you hear me dropping change?
I'm just going to fill my pockets up with pennies before the podcast. That's cool, right?
Here, hold on.
There you go. Literally. No, it's like something I would do. It's like an 89-year-old. Like, oh, man, there you have it. We should get a mic on it. Just
how much?
Good. 42 cents.
How much I got here?
Excuse me. Those are just my nickels and pennies.
I'm trying to be good about not getting tickets. I park at meters a lot.
That's great.
And I've been trying to be good. And so one of the ways I do that is by carrying $9 in quarters around in my pockets
because
at all
people,
time.
when they see me at night, I'm a little scary, so I want to let them know I'm coming. I don't want to scare anybody with my hair down.
Jingle my
I
shit.
jingle my shits.
Liang, sorry, her name is Lindy Liang.
Yes.
An assistant professor of business at Wilfrid Laurier University in Waterloo, Ontario, specializes in studying workplace aggression. Quote, "We wanted to understand why subordinates retaliate when it's bad for them," she said. "We all know yelling at our boss is bad for your career, so what's the function of retaliation? Why do people keep doing it?" Obviously, Liang couldn't ask people to beat their bosses. Instead, they were shown an online voodoo doll with their supervisor's initials on them. They then had the option to use pins, pliers, or fire on the virtual doll. The bottom line, people felt better after abusing the doll, or as Liang put it, their injustice perceptions are deactivated. Still, she doesn't endorse littering workplaces around the world with voodoo dolls for people angry at their bosses. Let's just have a more civil workplace to start with, she suggests.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen. Stupid award. Waste of all life. Worst crowd ever. Worst dinner reception ever. Worst crew to hang out with. Most fucking smug, unfunny, funny motherfuckers. Like, worst. Sorry. Would rather die.
What about that study, though?
What's up with those 10 trillion Zimbabwean dollars? That's not cool.
I don't know what that is.
That's whack.
They think
that's fucking funny.
It's clever, right? Yeah.
Like, hey, you paid your own fucking shitty train ticket here to have this shitty fucking tough chicken meal that you're fucking eating right now, so you can get this shitty award, which isn't anything, and now we're going to pay you with this worthless racist money.
Yeah. Do you like that?
I hate this. I hate it.
Well, you can't.
I hate scientific humor magazines. I hate.
That's a good mag, though. That's a great magazine. It's a funny magazine.
It's hilarious.
You can't. I don't understand how, if it is an online it's saying that you'd feel better, be better off. You're just talking shit with your coworkers about your boss. I don't see how lighting it up like something on an online version of your boss with their initials.
But people, I don't even understand. Like, people still like, I don't know.
What?
I guess people still like, bosses still power trip. People still go home and are like, oh, like.
Definitely.
That's so stupid.
Well, that's, yeah.
I mean, not
but that's
stupid
not people's
of them.
fault.
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying like, I can't believe
Oh yeah.
You can't you don't get to call fools out on being
Oh.
abusive, shitty bosses. I thought that was what we do now.
No, it's worse than ever
Why?
because you always
get in
hate your
trouble for
boss, but
everything.
they only used to make 10% more than you. Now you hate your boss and they make 400% more
Well,
than
that part, but I thought the whole thing was everyone, not just everyone's has to be on good behavior.
you. Oh, I think
No, not that that's a bad thing, but I'm saying
No,
I
no,
thought
no.
there
well, I
was
don't, yeah, as long as you're not goosing women when they go by, but you can still be
you can
total,
still pull fucking
total passive aggressive and fucking still be a total dick. So
and people that receive that abuse actually feel better burning the eyes out of a virtual doll online.
I wouldn't think
That
so.
seems crazy
That's,
too.
Yeah. I don't-
Haha, it has his initials.
Got him. CP. Cheese pizza. Got him.
John Podesta.
Got him. JP. Jonathan Preston? No. John Podesta. Burned him. QAnon. Got it. Storm. Gathering. I hate everything. I don't know what the. Yeah, I don't see.
I don't know.
I'm trying to
Well, I mean, I have no room
Burn
to
it.
talk because I
burn
don't.
it. Pliers.
I don't live in that world.
I think
so
it's
I
better to when you come home.
would be better just
to your
to-
significant other. You complain, but you go with
But
your
isn't that
coworkers at
toxic
lunch.
for the marriage?
No, the person that's part of the gig. If
Just
you're-
to have to listen to that bullshit.
you have to, because you have to the person has to get it out of their system in a healthy way.
But isn't it healthier to get it out of the system with somebody that knows the person, like a coworker, than a significant other that just has to listen?
No,
to all
I
these,
think
it's
think
supposed to be the
that's-
significant
I
other.
think that's part of the
Okay.
That's the gig, and you just because you have to say it
And they
because
have to be
there's that too because in between telling the significant other, there's texting other people they work with
Yeah, but also that's
know.
probably safer to tell your significant other than a work person who's gonna record the conversation, then
Yeah,
go to your boss and be like,
like-
"Looky,
She did say it. Remember when we thought she didn't say it?
look at this."
Said it. We were talking about relationships, significant others, marriage. I believe you gave some very good advice, some strong advice to people.
Which was what?
Don't get married.
Don't do it.
Just do it. I think it was make money, have a kid, just chill.
Okay.
I was reading in the Sunday New York Times. They have a section called Sunday Styles, and they have the vows section where they have couples getting married, and it tells you usually in how they met. There's a little bit how these people came together. So I was just whenever I read it, I just sort of skim through. I used to read it just to see what people did because people always what do people fucking do? In most of their jobs, I don't
Shit you don't understand.
I don't understand, and it seems like they make money, and you just get jelly. I was reading how did these people? And this is just
Neat.
a random one Sunday. 3 from Match.com, 1 from OkCupid, one on Facebook, but they were both divorcees in their 50s, a man and a woman, so that
They
makes
met in some.
perfect sense. Yeah. One from JDate, one from JSwipe.
What's J Swipe?
Didn't even,
J Swipe's maybe just a app version of J Date.
probably something totally different, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't think it's just like a? Really?
I think. Want to look that up?
Let's.
A couple of guys met at the Gay Men's Chorus, New York Gay Men's Chorus. A couple was introduced at a trivia night at a bar. A couple met on Bumble. A lot of couples met in college, went to college together, and they're doing it, young and working and I guess getting married and buying a house and living a dream. Blind date. AOL chat room. And a couple met. They were at the same location.
Who met in an AOL chat room?
2 gay dudes way back in the day.
Fine.
One was living in Austin. One was living in LA. It was I think they maybe early 2000s.
That makes
I think
sense.
That's okay. One couple met. They were at separate birthday parties at the same location. Thought that was the most meet cute of the bunch. There's a lot of people are doing it. They didn't heed your advice. They'll all be,
Well,
let's say.
Spark Networks is a global dating company with a portfolio of premium
Broad
brands
portfolio, premium
designed for singles seeking serious relationships. These brands include Elite Singles, J-Date, Christian Mingle, eDarling, J-Swipe, and Attractive World. So it is technically owned by
All
the same
part of the
company,
same
all part of the same.
parent network of Christian Mingle. Get on that.
Got Christian Mingle and J-Date owned by the
Hey,
same company.
baby, it's all good.
That is all good.
It's all about love. So yeah, I thought we had a broad spectrum in the vows section of people doing it. It just happens.
Sorry,
you know?
I'm just well, everybody meets online, I guess. The other thing is, I mean, if you're I don't know. I guess that's just what happens now.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, well, no, I mean, there's, yeah.
Everybody met online.
No, I mean, blind date, introduced at a trivia night at a bar, separate birthday party, same location. That's a good one. 2 couples, 2 birthday parties, man and a woman.
Wait, what? How is that? What is that?
Man and a woman at a birthday party, separate birthday parties. It happened to be at the same location. I don't know, maybe bowling alley. Who knows?
Right.
But that's a good one. That's real.
I mean, it's as random and stupid as anything else.
else.
So,
Well, maybe less than AOL
probably-
chat room. That
but
might be the only one you want to keep out of the
well,
Sunday Times.
back then, not so much.
I
Maybe.
guess because they were
everybody
at the
was there.
forefront. Yeah,
Everybody was there. Now it's
and they were
only-
living in different cities. So
Right,
one
but
guy
now
had to
it's
go
like
to the
only
I'm gonna
like
fuck
predators.
this dude. I'm gonna get on a plane to fuck this fool.
Yeah.
like that's love. I'm gonna go fuck this fool in Austin.
But
You
I
crazy?
guess if you were looking to get married, like that was the intention.
You're
Not
setting out
not
to
like I'm
find-
down to date and if I fell in love I would consider getting married, but I think people decide I want to be married before they decide anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Other than even the
Like I'm not
Yes.
interested in
the end game is to marry.
to marry, which is its own that's an approach, I guess, when they
You
decide
got to begin with the end in mind. They say so. I guess that can be good.
maybe. So I guess if in that case that it would be probably smart to try to vet and filter out various wants and dislikes or whatever Match.com, it's like that's what it's for. It's for people that want to get married. So it kind of makes sense
The
that
Christian Mingle, you were like, you say, yeah, like no Jews. So let's just get right down to
although it does say that J-Swipe is being used by non-Jews quite a bit.
tricks.
No, just I guess people down with
Duping.
no. Just saying like I'm down with Jewish girls.
Well, yeah, but it could, yeah, but if
Not like I'm Jewish, psych.
but I bet
Christian.
that's what it is.
No, it's not.
Like writing a piece for the Atlantic, like
It's an expose.
going undercover. It's expose to see how you people really live. Us people.
No, I guess it does make Match.com is like one of those ones that it seems like people. I constantly hear stories of like that's the place that people. It just seems to me that it's like a certain type of psychopath that actually goes there.
Yeah.
That's all.
I mean, because the commercial, beautiful redheaded girl, like I just want to go out and play. At the end, she's like, I just watch football. Like, really? Do you?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they change that for each season, like whenever starts up. Just like eat hot dogs at the baseball game. I'm real.
Email me.
Email me.
Want to get married?
Want to get married and watch football? You do?
It's gross.
It's gross. Like you can't hit the quarterback anymore. It's not real. It's just, I don't. Yeah, because in the commercial, she's like at the Museum of Ice Cream, and she's like Instagramming shit, and I'm pretty sure they just put that in at the end. Like, not that like women don't watch football. Who cares when it? I mean it that like I really think they put that in.
Yeah.
Like
now.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like fucking.
sure.
You want to fucking date a guy that watches fucking football? Like really? That's like on your list of things that you want? Like. Yeah, I just want a guy that's just like in his sweats and doesn't leave the fucking house for an entire day.
Screams.
And screams at the TV with a laptop in his lap, heating up his balls. Dreamscape.
Watches Sports Center 3 times.
Yeah,
a day.
watches Sports Center all day and NFL Network and yells and complains that they don't hit people hard enough anymore. That's what you want. Doesn't leave the house for all day? Not at all day. Doesn't leave
I
it.
think it's a kind of a certain type of person.
Oh, you mean on Match?
A certain type. Like maybe an older version
Meaning?
of people
Okay.
that meet on there and hang out.
Oh, on Match.
Like maybe a slightly more antiquated model of
man and woman?
Of man and woman and
Roles,
the
gender
archetypes and the
roles.
roles and the desires, the
I just
fantasy of being
I
married.
want to make my man snacks when he watches the game. You do?
That's what I sort of mean. That
Okay.
it's like I think that it's certainly marketed to that.
I just want to make
think.
my man buffalo wings while he screams at the TV and heats his balls up in his sweatpants with his laptop.
That's so wrong.
Is that so
Is that so
wrong?
hard?
Oh, I thought feminism, you could do whatever you wanted. I thought feminism was about choice. Well, I choose that. Well, you suck.
I choose poppers. I choose jalapeno poppers.
I choose jalapeno poppers in my man. Your man don't leave the house all day. He says he's got to get his provisions on Saturday.
Yeah.
And not, oh, that's me. Oh, fuck, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Bad.
Plays Call of Duty when he's.
Oh,
No.
yeah, and when the second the games end, okay, so now can we just like, no, Fortnite, Call of Duty, anything but you. Anything but you is the point. I'm going to go out to the garage and
AnythingButYou.com.
tinker. AnythingbutYou.com is a new dating
This is
site.
where we met.
It's how we met. It's for people that want to get married but
Don't
want to get married or talk to people or fuck. Playboy magazine
Yeah.
is a magazine.
Is it still?
Well, it's 6 issues a year. Not enough for me, but that's what I'm still paying the same rate that I was paying.
Same
12
rate,
for.
and you still receive them?
$32.97.
You receive
Used to
them
get 12.
late?
Now I get 6.
But you get them after they're on the newsstands?
They've been decent about it.
All right.
But, you know, when you're paying $32.97 because you dream about being a bachelor and living in Hollywood and getting Playboy, and you live in that dream, but then they're like, oh, we're going to cut it down to 6. Really nothing you can do about it. So you do that. And then they tell you, oh, by the way, we're going quarterly in 2019, so you're getting 4. Okay. So that's a decision you made. But they said that the brand is thriving. Magazine not, brand thriving. And they just opened a fucking Playboy club in New York City. First one opened up in Chicago in 1960. They just opened a fucking, like a Playboy club. I was looking at pictures of it. It's like, really? Like now? Today.
Like bunnies?
Bunnies. Like today? Today.
In this climate?
In this climate. And they were just men wearing like really dark jeans I didn't know they came that dark, shoes where the points on the
Super
toes,
pointy?
they're so pointy that they're almost like
Dangerous.
elfin. They're dangerous. They're literally like, you can just like, you can
Like Mexican pointy boot,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
murder weapons.
murder weapon, kill soldado boots, and like very shiny leather jackets I also didn't know you could purchase anymore. And that was the look I saw of all the men that was created. And they paid a lot of money, and they're at the club, and there were women wearing bunny outfits.
But is it like a membership?
Yeah.
Members club?
Like a lot of money. I don't know. So the brand is thriving.
Apparently.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
I don't know.
It's really crazy.
There used to be one in Beverly Hills. Is that still there? That's gone.
Oh, gone. They're all gone.
They're all gone.
Not now,
except
though.
for New York.
Except for New York City. Fall
For like
2018.
Russian mobsters, right? I mean,
That's what it is.
it's
right?
got to be.
That's what it is.
It's
Yeah.
got to be for
Hedge fund managers, Russian mobsters,
Yeah.
like Wall Street fraternity dudes. Here's my key to the Playboy Club.
Be my guest.
Be my guest to be killed
Try
by
the-
my shoes.
Try the beef tartare. It's amazing.
Do you like beef tartare?
My favorite beef tartare I've ever had is at the Playboy Club in Manhattan.
You know what? This sounds crazy. Have you had the beef tartare at the club? The country club? No. The Playboy Club. Playboy Clubs closed like back in like the 70s when, because it was like so, we couldn't do that anymore.
No, back
No,
around.
listen.
Ludes are back.
Listen
Playboy
to me.
Clubs are
Listen
back.
to me. The Deuce is back on HBO. It's 1978. And then they brought back the Playboy Club. Okay.
A new study at Bankrate or by Bankrate.com. Master Life's Financial Journey is Bankrate's slogan. They say that American low-income households that met less than $30,000 a year,
Okay.
a low-income household, that they spend an average of $412 each year on lottery tickets.
That's a lot of money.
$30,000 a year total.
Yeah.
412
less than that. For a family.
Yeah, less than $30,000. $412 each year spent on lottery tickets. American households earning $75,000 spend an average of $105 a year.
Oh man.
Now,
That's crazy.
it's bad all around.
Yeah.
The $75,000 a year, just the average of $105 a year is so much higher than I would think it was.
Say you buy a Powerball a week for the whole year. What if
Well, if you bought a Powerball a week for the whole year, that's
52 times 2 is... Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So let's say every Saturday when you go someplace,
You see it, you
buy...
do
It's just your thing on Saturday when you buy groceries, you always buy a...
But that's the average,
Yeah.
which just means that there are like people that are spending so much more
Well,
than
that's
that.
100. I mean, the people who are spending 400, those are the people that when I'm trying to get a paper at 7-Eleven and like the sea of people scratching fucking scratchers on the way in there, I'm like jumping up and down, like waving money at the people because I can't get to them because there's so many
people just,
dudes
like-
in the morning buying like micheladas and like scratching tickets.
What's up with that?
Guys,
Well, I guess it's just that.
it's the idea that they don't have any money and they think they're going to win money in the lottery,
But
but they're
why
not.
do they think that they are going to win money more the less money they have?
I don't know if they think they're going to win. Well, they don't have any money, and so unfortunately, and there's no way to make it.
That's
to
what
get
I'm
it.
saying. It's something about the feeling of that there is no.
Oh, it's helpless.
There's no that there is no resource.
Well, there is. Yeah, there isn't. We
But-
built a system that is like you can't win. So,
But why do you feel that more the less you have, and then the more money you make, the wiser you get, or the more comfortable you feel with just what you have that you don't feel compelled to
you
do
just
it?
well because you know
You're just
you're
the
not,
desperation isn't
You're giving
there.
money
There's
away
no
when you buy a
desperation.
ticket.
There's
So
less
you
desperation.
just
not
don't. You don't. It's not that you don't want to win $230 million. You know
course
you're
not.
not. So you just
Don't.
What's the point?
But why do you know more that you won't the more money you have?
I don't know. That's a good. I don't know if maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is it? It's just like the shittier it gets, the more you're willing to. I think it. I mean, that sounds to me like desperation.
Oh yeah.
But then, how is it? So that's just less desperation as you make more money, but somehow you
If
become
you don't need,
wiser.
let's say you're
you don't-
making like
you don't need it.
You don't need it, so you don't think about doing something to
The
get
possibility of it,
free,
maybe
but
you just
if
don't become willing.
If you're
to,
working and you don't have it, you're never going to get it. This thing exists where you could get it, and you have a friend that like 3 months ago like won on a scratcher, and so you think like I'm going to win on a scratcher. But you could walk into 7-Eleven and just say everyone like nope. All of you like nope. Is that all right? Like guys, don't. This is like terrible idea.
It's a bad idea
It's a bad idea.
because it's. Oh, I mean, it's more than you can afford to lose, and that's
it's-
when things get.
It's not even
bad.
that. It's you can't win.
Well, that too.
So that's
but
the main thing. Like you're doing something that like
Doesn't
you
work.
cannot win. You cannot go to Vegas and win. It's not designed.
I mean, I would think that Vegas is. You have a better chance of going to Vegas and wagering on something and winning than you do on a scratcher.
No, because if you've been to Vegas and looked and been like, oh wow, you guys, 7-Elevens are slightly modest. Vegas is like, no, like drive down the strip and look around and be like, oh, you guys like really
Make all
pulled
this-
one over on us.
Yeah.
This is $1 trillion like stretch, like one street.
You got us to
Whereas
pay for it.
7-Eleven still have like, it's still dirty. So like they're only getting. You got us to pay for this for you. Congratulations.
What do you think you spend on lottery tickets a year?
Probably 3,000. I mean, I buy like 100 Powerballs every 2 times a week, so that's $400 a week. What's 400 times 52? Can we even do that? Or are we so dumb?
No, it's like $16,000.
I spent last year about $17,000 on lottery tickets. I won one time. I won $32.
$122.
So I'm really only down like $15,900.
No, but you
way more than I should because I go on a stretch where I won't buy one for 2 years, and then it gets to 400 million,
and you start,
and I buy one, and then
you
2 days a week,
buying.
then I'm just like, not even looking anymore, dreaming about what. Well, if it's 7, probably maybe get a third of that. Super Lotto, that would be okay. All right, take Jonathan out to dinner. That would be nice. Dear Amy. My boyfriend's parents are nice people, but I don't know them well. His mother made a comment to me that I can't shake. We were out to lunch one day, and she made a joke that I would, quote, make a great first wife. She said this in front of her husband as well as my boyfriend. I know she meant it as a joke, but every time I'm around her, I worry that she thinks I'm not good enough for her son. This makes me uncomfortable around her, and honestly, I don't really like her because of it. How do I address this with her without it being awkward or confrontational? My boyfriend does not remember her saying it, but he has my back. If we move toward marriage, we'll have to address it.
Well,
that's all
what? She's not asking for advice, is she? She just said if we move towards marriage, it'll have to be addressed. She'll have to bring it up with her.
So why are you writing in? You know what you're going to do? She's got to say something.
I mean,
right now. What's your problem?
it's not the nicest thing to say.
It's a terrible thing to say.
But it's
in front
sort
of her.
a known thing that there's these, things we call starter marriages, but
Totally.
stuff like that. So maybe it was more. I feel like possibly the mother meant it more as a slag on her son or something like that than her. And saying that she's good enough to marry him once is saying that she's good enough to marry him again, isn't it? I don't think.
Oh, you think they're going to get divorced and then get remarried?
No, I'm saying that if you're saying, oh, she's good enough to marry your son first, it doesn't. I mean, it's not saying she's not good enough to marry. She's saying that
just
most
not good enough to spend.
No,
his
that
life
marriages fail or something like. I don't know.
Okay.
Like I don't know if it's more about just the world in general.
Oh, no, I meant more in general. I was just reading a study that most marriages. I was just making cultural commentary. No, she meant like, this is not the one that he's going to spend. She'll just be a
starter wife.
Starter wife. You'd be a great starter wife for my beautiful son.
I guess that's not. It's not cool.
Question is not her. What's up with the boyfriend? I don't remember her saying that. You don't?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't put it past because dudes are like
he's just not paying attention
they're
anyway.
fucking
just,
yeah.
It's like looking at some Instagram model.
Like looking at a yoga fucking teacher.
Yeah, like, whoa, you can do that with a body? Look what I mean. Didn't mean it. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I'm just not.
I think
not there.
But absolutely, if you're just harboring resentment towards this woman because of it,
gotta say something.
Gotta call her out and be like, "Yo, like, fucking woman to woman."
Yeah, what's your
story? You
story?
kind of threw one out there that really kind of bubbed me out. What are you saying?
What are you saying about thee?
What does that say about me, and what does that say about your son? If you think that we would be,
I mean, I know he's an idiot, but like I'm not. Although I am.
She's got to bring it up.
She's got to bring it up.
She already said she has to bring it up.
Yeah, he's just on his phone. What are you looking at? I got a Nest. So what are you looking at? The front porch.
Make sure they don't steal.
Is somebody stealing something? No, it's just so cool. Look, it's the front porch. Oh God, what did I get myself into? What?
People, man.
It's amazing.
It's like,
but look, it's my front porch. Yeah, I know. You've had this thing for 3 weeks. Is this going to be what you do? Yeah. Because I'm here. I'm at Arby's, but that's my front porch.
It's
tough sledding out there. Really tough sledding.
Yeah, I guess it's just sometimes these things just
they snowball.
They happen to us before we're able to handle them, and then we just get duped by the novelty, and then
not even that. You look over, and then there's a kid on the couch, and you're like, "Ooh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
how the fuck did that get here?" Yeah,
not us.
2 dogs and a fucking.
I don't.
Kid. How'd we get 2 dogs and a kid? How the fuck did that happen? Well, you were looking at Nest.
You were busy on your Nest.
Remember on Nest? And then we fucked. Remember I had that kid? And you were like, at the hospital looking at the front porch, but you didn't order anything from Amazon. You never
keep your eyes off
couldn't
the porch.
keep that off the nest. Really loved it.
I think, but what the fuck? I don't know. Maybe it's just as good as any other fucking thing to do.
We're all gonna die.
I'm
it
like,
doesn't matter.
I'm just looking at vans now.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is looking at
All you
camper
gotta do is
vans.
a van. 41 years old now, he wants a van. Care about anything else? Anybody got a van for sale?
Nothing worse.
Really?
Like, why do you want a van, dude?
I don't
Like,
know.
why don't you have a kid?
Well, because that's just what I want this month. Wait till October. Who the fuck knows what it will be?
But I mean, maybe
be
your
back
time
in
is
the-
better spent trying to mold a little life and send it out into the world than just like. I mean, I'm just saying, like, not that I feel this way.
Yeah, so I didn't decide if I'm going to keep trying to get that van or get a kid. I'm going to decide in October. But I'm back on sneakers in October. That could be my October thing. Sneakers are always your October thing.
Fall.
How do I
get
get back
crazy
in? How do I
about
get back into sneakers? Is it
I
fall
get crazy
yet?
about I get crazy about sneakers in fall.
So just give it a minute. I mean, that's how you've done it up until this point. So don't rush into anything. Because you don't want to be like, oh, I got this fucking kid, but it's October 2019. This is my fucking sneaker time.
Yeah.
I got a 3-month-old.
Well, then you just start buying little J's for them and stuff.
I'll turn my sneaker fetish onto this child.
Get my child obsessed.
Get my child obsessed on shit that doesn't need. Seth's kid's a Buddhist. Got a shaved head. Well, my kid's got J's.
So fuck.
Fuck Seth's kid. Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
America Through the Eyes of Two American Americans. This is episode 676.
Tenzin Romath.
Yeah. Fuck that kid.
He's a twerp.
The fucking twerp.
Fucking precocious
Stupid
little twerp.
bowl of fucking rice porridge shit head. Always smiling.
Smug little
Smug
smile.
little fuck. Ugh.
888-842-2357 is our toll-free voicemail.
Yeah, so this is our comedy podcast. You can listen to this on all the places where one in this world would find their podcasts. You also have the option if you go to Patreon and you become a member of Patreon, you can watch the podcast.
Yes.
Get a video, get a visual sense of mise en scène. Just see what we're doing, what we're creating here. But yeah, so I guess that's great. It's you can do one, you can do both.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're excited to
thank you to everybody who pledges. Please consider pledging to us, and you do get enhanced content and more content if you do that. Our website UhhYeahDude.com, UhhYeahDude. You can get merch there. Jeff's show notes. Big up to Jeff for his endless expertise and help with us over the last couple of weeks for
exhaustive help.
Yeah, we've been.
What about Nick?
And Nick as well for his on the other end of things. His just incredible guidance and insight and research and troubleshooting and
encouragement.
It's crazy. So both of those guys have really just like always, but in this last leg with the video stuff really made it possible.
I mean, pretty much have helped us keep this going from the beginning.
Yeah, pretty much since the beginning.
So we started in February of 2006. It's now September of 2018. So we just want to keep doing this and try to keep doing shows and keep laughing. And so thank you for listening. It lets us keep doing it. Please come back for 677. 677.
Nice one.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.
That's good, right?